Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to go over your very last assignment, which is the Multimodal Project. I'm going to go ahead and click on Schedule. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. We don't have much more time left, as you can see. I'm going to click on the Finals Week, and you will post your multimodal project here. Please post your multimodal project here in the discussion board. Provide a short 3 to 4 sentence explanation along with your project. Also provide a thoughtful 1 to 2 sentence response to one other classmate. Have fun doing this. So what this project is, it's a visual based on your research, your mini argumentative research paper. So for this assignment, you will create a multimodal project based on your research. And I state here, as discussed in class. I will say that considering all that's happened this semester with the COVID-19 and all that stuff, we just didn't really get into the multimodal composition like I would have liked for us to. But basically all it is visual communication. Okay, so let me go into a little bit further detail concerning that visual communication. I'm just going to read the rest here. The methods can include visual, audio, tactile, or any other visual element that will complement your written work or your written text. By presenting in multiple modes, you're enhancing your message and reaching a wider audience. You have many options for this assignment, such as videos, poster board presentations, storyboards, drawings, paintings, PowerPoints, prezzies, collages, or any other creative visual element that will accurately represent your research paper. So your multimodal project needs to be due by May the 12th, and the presentation of your multimodal project will be submitted through Blackboard. And I will have, and I've already read it to you, the instructions on Blackboard, and I want you to have fun doing this, okay? So your paper's already, by that time, your paper will have already been done. You're just creating a visual based on the paper you wrote. So it shouldn't take too long. I think, just figuring out what it is that you want to do might be the most difficult thing that you will encounter. Let me give you some examples. As far as PowerPoints are concerned, but before I show you the examples, I'm not requiring that you have a certain number of slides. If you do use an image from the internet, please cite that. And it's very much like citing like you would in your own paper. You have the parenthetical in-text citation underneath the image, and then you would have a works cited slide. Or you could do something else. You can, I'm going to show you some examples. I've had gallery walks in the past for the multimodal projects. And like here's a trifold poster board. I forgot exactly what this student of mine, what he had wrote his paper on. Maybe it was something about environmentalism. I'm not really sure. But he laid out certain aspects of his paper onto the poster board. Also, too, here's a PowerPoint. Okay, so you can always resort to that. And here, this is something about nutrition. And let me just scroll through here. I think that this was actually English 1301, where they were writing their reporting information paper. This was really interesting. She took out parts of these books and pasted them in the form of the continent of Africa. But I guess these were just kind of preconceived notions of Africa, but when you opened it up, there's the true story of Africa. And so she did this really neat, like these were tea bags, and she got the wet tea bags and put it on paper and made it look like it was an old type of paper. So it was really interesting. And here's another. This is not a PowerPoint. This is a video. So she created a video. This was really interesting. This was a rhetorical analysis over a short story titled The Yellow Wallpaper. This depicts a woman who was undergoing some psychological therapy of some sort, and during the 1880s, 1890s, her husband was a psychologist. And it was a common practice, they would put women into a room with no outside contact at all, high calorie diet. And so she just started to get to the point where she was going insane, hallucinating, and she hallucinated and thought that there was a woman behind the yellow wallpaper. So this is a visual over that particular short story. This was somebody's narrative. This is a board game, and this was a narrative of her, I think, high school years, pretty much, all the way up to college. This was Man in the Mirror. Let's see here, go down a little further, and then this is a narrative. At the time we did this, it was at TWU. It was getting close to Christmas, so I think she just kind of came up with this idea about a gift box, and then when you open it up, this was her senior year in a few pictures. So I thought that was really interesting, but you don't have to do. I know we're doing this online, and if you wanted to create something that you can keep in your house and put it up on your shelf or something, you can certainly do that. You can just take a picture of it and you can upload it into Blackboard. Anything that accurately represents your research paper. And when you get to that point, it's going to be under the finals week, and you just click on that and then submit it, and of course just provide a short little explanation of your project, and then respond to one other person in a 1 to 2 sentence response. Have fun doing this, and please let me know if you have any questions along the way. Thank you.